Coming up in 714 Method Tour.
The reason why I hate trendline strategy so much, it's simply because, I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but people who go to church, they have this mentality that by being there and being present, eventually things will start to happen to you, by you, for you. That is not the point. The point is taking action in whatsoever you are doing. You love trading, but now you also can't leave your job because you have to be consistent at what you're doing. So if you are working,
Ngiyaphila yaphila umdali.
ayisaphele njani maf?
Ngiyaphila sizoyenza le Richards Bay nesizoyenza ngiyabona ukugcwele ngaphakathi ehholo ngiyabona iTK 714 method kubhizi ine sizoyenza namhlanje la eRichards Bay.
Today is la Richards Bay Community Hall Flat and Flay. Basically it's push our mobilization 714 method whereby we are providing a mentorship and providing inspiration to everybody out there. So let's reach out to the community of Richards Bay. We are here to teach, educate, inform, and bring awareness of how to benefit and capitalize on forex trading.
Okay, kumuntu obuwa le video nomuntu osekhaya, what is 714 method? Umuntu ongazi.
The 714 method, basically, it's how we make a living. So basically, these are specific things always on us focus on a daily basis on how the market moves and how we actually monitor those movements in the marketplace, and then we make money from that. Basically, it's all about making money.
Hey, what are we expecting now for seminar?
Today, this is a very vibrant one. So there's a lot that's going to be happening. We're going to have giveaways. We'll have people who are going to get books, the 714 method guide. Also, some are going to win mentorship, some are going to win signals. But most importantly, it's all about to inspire, motivate people to start in forex trading. So those are the benefits that people are looking forward to get.
Okay, Mr. Msethu. I-714 method iqale ubani noma iqale ubani kuphi kanjani ngamuphi unyaka?
714 method has been around from 2019. It's only now whereby it's surfacing as Nami I'm making means to let it reach out to people. Basically, that's how personally I became successful. So I was like, let me share this information, let not be greedy and keep it upon myself and try and keep the lights on myself. So the best way is to push it out there. So 714 method is a strategy that I came up with from 2019. That's how I've been trading, because first I had to win, show the rates and get my success, then be able to share it with other people as well. So from then up until now, I'm the main founder of the 714 method under the company name Foxy Group. So yeah, that's how it came about.
Alright, siyabonga isikhathi sakho mnumzane.
Alright.
I believe all of us, you've already registered with XM. Those who are not registered will continue with the process of registration online. We'll send you videos, we'll send you the whole process of how to do it. iPhone users will get your video, Android users and laptop users. So all of us, all of you all will get your video and you'll register with XM, because XM is the only broker that we use when trading the 714 method, or the broker we can trust, or the broker we've worked with for years, which we believe that whenever you're encountering problems, it's easy. You know, it's easy for you to get help rather than all those other brokers that somewhat run away at the end of the day. Né? So with a clap of hands, I think we'll just welcome Mr. Mashaya for a minute as we are about to start with our seminar, with our Richard Space seminar, 1st of March 2025. So what we'll be doing today, you take everything, you write it down if you have to, you put it in your mind, you apply it, you back test it. So let us welcome Mr. Mashaya with a clap of hands. Ngicela simamukele nje ngezandla nje ihlombe nje. Yabo. Ihlombe nje lakhe aze ahlale phansi yabo. Simamukele nje ngehlombe. Big clap of hands. Yeah. A big clap of hands. A big clap of hands. Ngicela lapha ngimkhalela yebo. So for those who've only seen him on your phones, this is Mr. Mashaya Albert Mthethwa, Mr. Fakov himself. Those who are not afraid of him, this is your chance. Beat him up. This guy always swears at you, beat him up. This is your chance. Beat him up. Go there now. So guys, this is Mr. Mashaya Albert Mthethwa, all the way from Stenga. He'll be doing majority of the important things. Ne? So before we begin, I'd like to make one thing clear. Ne? So as you can see Mr. Mashaya here, as you can see us here, you must move away from the idea that Mr. Mashaya is here to save you. Ne? No one is here to save you. You will save yourself. The only thing that you'll be doing here is point you to the correct path, point you to the right path. What you do after you've been pointed to the correct path is your business. What you do after you've been pointed that this is the correct path is your business. Ne? So no one is here to save you. I'm not here to save you. Mr. Mashaya is not here to save you. No one will take you out of your poverty. Your decisions will take you out of your poverty. Ne? So if you are here and you believe that by you being here, you are wasting your time, or you feel like you are wasting your time, this is your chance to maybe leave, to maybe share some more for us who are serious. Give some room and space for those who are serious. Ne? So get that in your mind. No one is here to save you. You are on your own. We are only here to point you to the correct path. What you do after is only your business and your business only. Ne? So for those who've been trading for Iskashana, they know that online I always refer you guys as traders and blowists, because some of you are traders, some of you, I think all of you are blowists here. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Ne? You are all blowists. Ne? You can't be a trader and be here. Be a mentor and they are here. What are you doing here? You want to get some information for your students? So I believe all of you all are blowists. So specifically for today, I'll address you all as blowists. Oh, can you please recognize the presence of our students who attended the class, the 12 students who attended yesterday. Please clap hands for them. These are the only ones who attended the class, by the way. They'll have a follow-up session they'll have a follow-up online session with Mr. Mashaya, whereby they'll be discussing, okay, say I'm lacking here, say here, ne? Maybe 2 hours, that's something you will not get, and you will not get it, shame. You will not get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce one of the few real South African professional traders, a motivational speaker, a business coach, and an author. He began his trading journey at the age of 21 while in Follows College. Yeah? After 4 years of trading experience, he founded a group, Foxy Group Pty Ltd. In 2019, he found a loophole within the forex markets and developed a trading method that analyzes specific time and price. He is also an author of the book titled To Kill the Poor Soul. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the author of the 714 method, the commander of bullish and bearish, the trained soldier of sniper entries, mentor of mentors, Mr. Mashaya Albert Mthethwa.
What you want to see is where will the market go?
Welcome to the world of the 714 method,
Go
where
up
fortunes are made in the blink of an eye.
or will it go down? You need to build the consistency, the habits. So if you fear losing money, then you have a big problem. I don't make money when you lose. You will not make money when I lose. And you will not make money when anybody loses as well.
Many famous traders have risen from nothing.
Luckily, esikoleni anyanga because imali yayingekho vele.
Proving that with passion and perseverance, you can too. But it's not just about quick wins, it's also about risk.
And money has nothing to do with your emotions.
Forex, or foreign exchange, is the largest financial market in the world, with trillions traded daily.
Right, welcome, traders and blowists, as Ulazi often says. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you so much for making this event a successful event. Because sometimes, you know, out of nothing, you create something. So basically, I started trading in 2018, 2019, then there was COVID to 2021. But it wasn't always as good as it is now, right? So I have people who've known me before Mashaya was this Mashaya of which you know, before I was this Mashaya of which you look up to, right? So many of the people of which I started with or started from or who knew me earlier, I did advise them, this is what I do, let's do it together. So which were my close friends. But they never took the opportunity. And for those of you which have been following me on WhatsApp for the longest time, I often say that make sure that you listen to what I say now, because the further I go, the less the time I have. So it's very difficult now for some people who are used to sit like this and are like, oh, Mashai, I want to see you. I'm like, I can't because I'm busy, I have other commitments. So as we are here today, it's all about action. That's why for some of you were like asking about the location and stuff. Yeah, well, and then I say, don't tell me you're coming to the seminar, just show the fuck up. Because that's what matters. You know, because you can say, no, I'm interested to come. The day comes, your ex-girlfriend is getting married. You want to go there and make sure, does she really? Yeah, well, something happens. So there is this thing that people, they don't take attention or they don't pay attention to. Each and every time you are aiming for something, distractions will always come because distraction is focused. So each and every time you want something, challenges will come. Mostly, it's mental challenges. It will not come physical to you. Yes, sometimes it do come as a physical form, but most of the time, it's that mental barrier. So it's sort of a question mark which asks you whether, do you really want this or not? You understand? So understanding that thing at first, I believe all of you have passed that level of anything. Basically, there were temptations. I went back sending screenshots with a cooler box full of liquor. You're like, 714. So it happens. But thank you so much for being present and making this seminar as successful. As we're starting off today, or continuing, or motivating each other to continue to be able to do more, of which is what I seek and aim to achieve. So starting today, I will give the inspiration, the motivation, but inspiration is not motivation. That's why most people, they confuse. Because when you see those Forex traders on Instagram, Facebook, the flashing cars and all that. You get the inspiration, but you don't take the action. Because now, after that inspiration, which is also part of depression, you're looking at that and you're looking at where you are, you're looking at the gap in between, you're like, it's too big. So up until you have someone who's saying, I will take you step by step to get to that level, then that's where you get a chance to breathe. Okay? So please give yourself a round of applause for making it today. Thank you so much. Right, so not only that you come here, this is, okay, I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but people who go to church, they have this mentality that by being there and being present, eventually things will start to happen to you, by you, for you. That is not the point. The point is taking action in whatsoever you are doing, right? Shalwa umkwana zizandla. So, Uba umkwana drove from Empangeni to here. Sengesikhathi ke sazana. I think he's a former lecturer at UniZulu. So I've known him for some time, and he knew me before, and even during and after, even now. Yeah. So and he knew me before I had all of these things, and now so swimming pool. So basically, he believed on me way back then. Before I had all of these material things, at that time I didn't even have a car. I think it was 2020 or 2021, around there. He used to drive to Stanger and then would sit somewhere and then we analyze the market. I'd show him how it's done. But because of work, that's a challenge for most people. You love trading, but now you also can't leave your job because you have to be consistent at what you're doing. So if you are working, right, if you are working, just make sure that you always practice after hours. When you come back from work, you go and check your charts. That is how you apply consistency. You make sure that every day you revisit the charts. You don't just watch and see me making profits and posting those blues. You're like, it's doing better. No, be there. No one can teach you to be consistent. You have to. Consistency, it's easy. You just have to do the same thing for 1 week. After that, it's going to be automated in your mental storage, like in your subconsciousness. Because each and every new habit that you form, it takes 7 days to form a new habit. After that, it's all natural. It just flows. It's just like driving a car. When you start driving a car, you become scared, you become indecisive, you don't know what to do, you are skeptical. If you press this, what's going to happen? If you press there, what's going to happen? But the more you engage into driving, the more you take a chance in the steering wheel, that's where eventually everything fills in and you get built into the car. So now you drive a car without even thinking you're driving. So it's easier for you. Same goes with trading. So go back to the example of driving a car. If today, as you are here to learn how to drive a car, and then you just say, no, I will just get in the car today, I will try. If it vibrates or if it doesn't balance, then I'm letting go because I'm scared of the car. It's moving too much. I don't understand the speed of it. Then what happens is you're going to have a gap of misinformation. And the more you procrastinate and the more you delay your form of practice, the larger the space of fear becomes. So the only reason why some of you have fear when it comes to trading, it's simply the fear of the unknown. You are not sure which part the market is going to go. Sometimes even if you are sure, but if you've never practiced, you've never seen this thing happen before, you are bound to be scared and fearful. So the only way to kill fear is to get experience. How do you get experience? As I am here, I'm here to give you information. You take that information, you digest it. What you understand becomes wisdom. When you practice wisdom, you get the experience, of which is the juice that you are here to seek. So once you get the experience, then your confidence will be upright and will be competitive. From that point, you can never go back. We don't have to do this every week. We don't have to do this every month. But what I'm going to say here, you are to take that instruction and put it at work. Often, the form of my mentorship, it's a dictatorship. We don't talk about Forex trading. We don't negotiate about Forex trading. You have tried whatever you've tried, your trend lines, your S&D, your robots, your indicators, and all that. But when we start here, you need to give up your former education. You need to give up all of that information because you've been practicing it for some time, but you still have the results of which is no growth, you know? So understanding what I'm saying to you right now will help you to be able to let go of what you used to do or used to practice and then allow new information. The reason why I hate trend line strategy so much, it's simply because there is no specifications. It's only assumption trading. You are the one there who's drawing that lines, becoming architecture. Some they see houses, some they see cars, you know. So there is no precision there. Whereas if you understand the market that if it does this movement exactly, this is what is bound to happen after. You see, that is what is very much important. And that's the level of understanding we need to get into. So the reason is, I'm not fighting against anyone. I'm not fighting against any mentor. The only thing that I'm teaching people and informing people is the information that they keep on reselling does not provide a high winning rate. Therefore, let's try the 714 method. Because I'm 100% sure if I kept on doubting what I figured out in the market, what I studied, what I realized in the market, I wouldn't be where I am today. I will still be that guy saying, I've been in trading for over 10 years. There are people who've been in Forex trading for over 10 years, but they have nothing to show for it. Why? Because they are ignorant. There's a say that says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. There are these people who come to me and say, Mashaya, I've been in the Forex industry for over 10 years, but I only know 50% of trading. But you can hardly make 50% of profits. You see? So it doesn't make sense. So when you come to me, I treat you as a novice, as someone who doesn't know anything. You are not here to prove to me how much you know. I don't care how much you know. I don't care. So you're only here to top up the information and be practical. Because whatever I teach after this, it's so practical in a form that it will work for you. That is what I want. That is what I'm willing to do. Right? So are you still good? You good? Sure. Don't sleep. Right, I know some of you had sleepless nights like, yeah, is it really gonna come? You know. Do you know that there are people who host seminars like this? They charge people they pay, come the date, the venue is locked. The venue is locked, the person is nowhere to be found, but people have already paid for the seminar. So stuff like that does happen. So you need to understand that what we do here, if I say I will be at this place, I do come to that place. And also another thing that motivates me and my team to be able to push through and do the seminar and go through all the challenges, it's because when we said we are coming to Richards Bay, many of you responded like, no, I definitely come. So that gives us a sign of light that there are people there who are eager to learn. Rather than you talk on TikTok, you talk on Facebook, and then there's no one who's showing any reaction. Nobody says anything. It's hard to put efforts there. As I say, I know some people will be like, hey, come to Richards Bay. When I move, I don't move alone. I'm 10 men in one. Okay? Because you see here, I have bodyguards, I have my team, the assistants, I have camera guys. So there's so many people I move with. I can't just do something instantly. And I have to pay all of these guys. So if something is free, it's only free because you don't pay. I'm the one who's paying for it. Right? So you have no excuse whatsoever to say, I was just there for nothing. Okay? So let's engage. How many people here are already using the 714? Raise your hand. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 or 17. So you're about 17 people. That's a class. You see, so that's a class. So I just want to check roughly. Okay, I want to check roughly. How has it been? Are you making profits? I'm not saying a million. And please understand this. When you ask a person, are you winning or not? They just say no. And like, let me see your history. And then they show they're making profits. You don't win when you make a million. Just by consistent making 500 today, 200 the following day, here and there. So that is consistent, but you're checking over time, you are making profit. Remove this mentality of you want to make a million, right? So you want to make millions, because that is what is going to put you under pressure to a point whereby you become ignorant and you don't pay attention to information that you've been given. Because in your mind, you're like, oh, this is it. And another thing, it's not just one trade that is going to make you a millionaire. It's a series of trades that is going to make you a millionaire. So, for example, if you're going to make 5,000 for 20 days, that's a million. You see? So you can divide a million throughout the year and see how much you can make in a week. So over time, in a year, you can make a million. Many people who are working in this country, they don't even get to make a million in a year. Whereas you have a privilege and advantage of making it in your doorsteps, in your house. Makes it easy. So please, remove this thing of you wanting to become a millionaire. You have debts. You have running expenses. You have household expenses. So you need to trade first to mitigate those. You need to trade to cover those things. Get this thing of making millions out of your mind. Because even for myself, the day I made a million, I wasn't even aware. Why? Because I was just focusing on what I do best. I was consistently trading and doing what I do best. And then eventually when I checked the results, wow, I've actually met the mark. And then from there it was easier. I think the highest I've made through all my career, the highest I've made in the day is 1.4 million, just one day. I know it's not much. So, but the main question is, how do I get to those results? It's by being consistent and doing the one and the same thing, right? Just like making a loaf. If you go to Sasco or PP, they use the same ingredients, the same pattern, the same temperature, the same time in terms of the other. So everything is the same. That's why I call my, I hate the word strategy. That's why I call my strategy 714 method. Why? Because there are aligned things of which you have to do. There's a right position of which you have to be in order for you to actually win. Right? So it's not just something that you just open your chart, you don't know where, you don't know what to look for. It's just all based on assumptions. So the 714 method, it's a specific, precise way of you approaching the market. If you know what you're looking for, it's easy to find rather than looking for unknowns. But you get that? So I'm here to simply show you, this is what I look for, this is how I trade. The people of which I was live with yesterday, I think I was just doing a live. I'm trading on the side, we're doing the session, the registrations and all that. And I'm not sure whether I took profit while I was live or after I closed the live. But on the trade alone, I made like 28,000. I'm teaching this side, I'm trading this side. Funded with 10,000, boom, I made 28,000. For the night, in the day I was busy with my family up and down, but I was able to make that in the course of 2 hours. You see? So that is easy money. So getting and understanding this information is going to help you so much. Hey, he's budgeting now. Hey, having your lobo with me. Right? And also, guys, it's unfortunate there's Mr. Nala, of which I usually go with, but he couldn't make it today. So, also, what is important, after you make the money, how long will it last you? You've seen people who are getting rough. I'm sure call no laugh. Where's your rough? It's gone. Yeah, so there are people who've gotten rough, who've gotten large sum of money, but it's nowhere today. It's nowhere to be found. Why? Because when money comes, they already in their minds have known what to spend it on. So, for example, if you want a Ferrari or a Bugatti, already those cars they cost about something to 5 million. So right now you need to work to make 5 million just to let it go, because you want to prove something to someone. You see? So most people, they are under that impression that in order for them to appear successful, they need to have those things. They need to showcase. You need to put yourself in more debts. We are here for financial freedom, to make money without lifting a finger, to not work hard. That's why we're here, for the freedom. But if you're going to be a person who's saying, I love big things, I love all of those things, that's going to put you in trouble, because you're going to make money. Right now, you're going to have to run the rest of your life making money to maintain those things. So now you're losing what? Your financial freedom. Financial freedom is being able to know that even if a debit order of your running expenses hit your bank account, you won't even feel it. You see? It's just like when you pay 10,000 for mentorship. I can't even see that thing. I'm like, because there's many zeros. Okay, so the most important thing is when you are in mentorship or whether you're doing whatever I'm doing, the result of that, the result of what you do in those mentorship, it's money. Money is not where you start from. By following these principles, by following the method and trusting, and please, you trust the method, not Mashaya. Because I'm a human, I'm rational, I change a lot. And women are worse. Women are very worse. So you don't trust in me, you trust in the method, because when I wrote it, I was sober-minded. I think a couple of times though. But so you trust in the method. Why? Because when I picked up those few things and like, this is what I'm gonna put in the book, I was very decisive and I had to backtest those things. I have to do the whole book. I have to be practical about it, see if it provides the result that I'm needing. I even took the book as a test and gave it to one of my novice traders, a guy I knew, and like, please read this and put it as it is. And then for him, he was understanding it and he was able to, like, from that, still that day till now, he's trading. You see, so that's how I knew the 714 method is friendly. If you don't know anything, please do not put these mental barriers on yourself. Hey, I don't know trading, I never traded, I don't have parents, my father died, my mother died, I'm an orphan, hey, my wife is thinking of... Stop putting all of those things, your age, all of those segmentations, they're not gonna help you. No, I think because I'm in Richards Bay, I can't make it. If I can show you where I come from, I think I've posted a video of where I come from. I'm a Granny's boy, nothing, from nothing, nothing. From nothing, no support structure, no nothing. You know, when you're living with your granny, with your grandma, you can't talk anything. It's all about seeing yourself. The grandmothers, the only thing they care about, have you eaten, have you parted, that's it. When it comes to making money and other stuff, it won't work. That's why most of the young people who are here, you're staying with your parents and you're trying to make it through this Forex trading, and it's a hard cause. Why? Because for them, they've never done it, they've never seen it. So if you're going to continue to say, this is what I want, this is who I want to be, for them it's challenging. Because even my grandma was very confused when I started off trading. Like, I'm always indoors. Like, what are you doing? Why don't you just go and get a job? You need to do this and this. But when I told her what I was, every time she'd ask me, what are you doing? She doesn't even know. When I bought my first car, I'm like, Grandma, this is my first car. She was excited. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing what I told you I was doing. I'm still in trading. She's like, what is that? And then I had to explain again. Even after I bought my second car, same thing. Have you gotten a new job? I see the car. I'm like, no, I'm still doing the same thing I was doing. Hey, I don't understand this thing of yours. You know? So it's been going very well to a point whereby, so basically building my own house was my own private project. So because I had to move out at home first, after I started seeing small profits, I had to find my own space. No, don't say I'm ruthless. I had to leave grandma because all people, as long as I have this belief that as long as you stay home, you'll always be a child. You'll always be a baby. It's almost as if parents, they see you as stupid. Even if you're smart, even if you are making good decisions and all that. But as long as you're in your mother's or father's house, you'll always be undermined. Imagine being a millionaire ufika lapho umshiye umalume akho uhleli Zemshana angongithengela ubhiya yabo nje manje ke awuthuma imillionaire lonke yabo. So but beside that for me to be able to reach the prime of my career and be able to focus on what I do, I had to move out, find my own space, and then from there I was able to put more time, more attention in the forex market, and that paid off well. Even when I started making money, I didn't buy anything. I was still wearing my random clothes, as I am right now. These are random. So now, when I got to that point, then I started storing my money, saving my money. You know, people who knew I was trading, they were like, why don't you spend? Why don't you buy a car? Why don't you buy this? Why don't you do this? I was like, no, I know what I'm doing. I need to make sure that by the time I come out, I have enough to sustain. Because that's why you see a lot of these traders, they go up. Oh, Mashaya is the best, and then come down like the market. But it's very odd, the fall of mentors, because they claim to be making money from the market, but they have fallen, but the market is still there. So how are they making money? It's obviously through people. They were just misleading or misleading people with that information. Because if I say I'm making money with the 714 method, I should do it there. That's why some people are like, no, you're making money through mentorship. Do you know that maybe in a month or 2 months, only one person gets the book? So I'm not really making money for that. And I had to trade. How would you know if I was a trader, if I wasn't trading? Who would be consistent at something that doesn't work for them? That's why I even show the withdrawal sometimes, like, okay, this is how much I made. This is how much I made. On January, I think I made about over 200,000. Last month, I think it was about 130,000. How? Yeah, but so how? Imali iyazingane leyo thi iphatha esikoleni ngakwahle. So last month I didn't do much. But the main point is I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm saying I underperformed. But the point is I made that money flexing, like relaxed. There was no pressure, there was nothing. I was just being myself and doing what I know, of which is how I wish for you to adjust to easily. And right now we're in the 1st of March. For the whole of March, we should be doing the same thing. Someone might have this question that, how long does it take? People, they often ask me that question. And I generally say, don't ask me questions that won't make you money. It won't make you profit. When did you start trading? How much is that gonna make you? And when I ask like that, people just say, oh, Masha is disrespectful. No, I'm straightforward. And then the question is, how long will it take you to be a consistent trader, a profitable trader? Personally, I don't know. The answer is your consistency. How consistent will you be in practicing what I'm going to teach you? That's where you know. And when do you know after you make it? Will there be a merit? Will there be a certificate? There's no certificate. It's all a cause of realization. I'm only going to teach because that's where you learn. I can talk like this for an hour, but up until you reach a point of realizing what I said, or I say something and then you see it in the chart and then you get that wow moment, like, oh, now I see. That's when you actually learn, or that fact that I've been teaching you actually registers. Right now, you're just taking in information. What you do with it, you practice, you get the wisdom, practical, you're getting the experience, of which is what you need. So a month, if I'm telling you exactly what the market is going to do at 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 8 p.m., if I teach you that, you need to be there every day, very specific. There's no one who teaches you forex trading like I do. Most people, they just put you in groups, they'll send you a video, they download it from YouTube, You just make them into a folder, throw it in there. You can't even get questions, right? It's just like the 714 method guide. I think it's the best Forex book ever written. It's just that I'm not putting too much attention in putting it out on media and stuff. Why? Because I'm looking to manage volumes. It's easier for me to have something whereby I can still engage with people as I'm doing with you. Because now once I get a lot of people, shy. So it's easier because once you start to engage a lot of people, it becomes hard to manage them. So being able to do what I'm doing right now, I can scale this, I can manage this much of attention. You see, rather than taking people in and then you end up not giving them the necessary attention. Very much important. So a month from now up until month end, basically upon yourself, you should have sufficient consistency. You should have grown in understanding. The most important thing is understanding the market. What does it do and how does it do it? That's why we're here. That's what we want to see. Okay? So I was on those who raised their hands. I wanted to check, are you making profits? Okay, raise your hand if you're making profits. I have one guy, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are trend line traders. All right, so we have 5 people who are winning in the audience. Yeah, I think there's about 60 people here. So that's still, the number is good, but it's still low. You can still do it. Have you ever seen me before? Have you ever done a session with me? You see? Why? Because he heard what I taught, whatever I was doing it online, I provided it to him, he took the instruction, he done it. So I don't want you to put your career dependent on seeing my face. I know I'm ugly, but I'm better than this guy. So I don't want you to say, in order for me to continue to grow, I need to see Mashaya face to face. I need to see you. I need to come and sit with you. Because I have like thousands of people I have to focus on a daily basis. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, and I don't do one-on-one sessions. Some of you are like, no, we're going to come where you are. We're going to do online sessions. What I prefer is, generally my sessions are on Zoom. So recorded. Why? Because I can record on Zoom and I can drink beer while teaching. So it's easier for me because I can record the session and then be able to send it to you after. So when it comes to the one-on-one, during my course, you get an opportunity to ask the questions that you have. Because you could find that they have the same question. So I will reply to his question. Now, if it's up in numbers, are the same thing. But when we are live, it's easy to say, my question has been asked, so this is the answer. So I get to answer many people in one go. You see? So that saves me time. And Zoom sessions are cheaper, because if you have to drive from here to Stanger, it's gonna be costly because you need to invest 2 hours in that. Within that 2 hours, I'll already be done with the session, recorded and sent. Very much important. So we have 5 winners here. Any millionaires? Any millionaires? So, okay. So, but the most important thing is consistency, right? Okay, so before I start, I would like to take questions, and then I'm gonna resume and go to the charts and do that. Oh, and also, I do not have a WhatsApp group. I know right now with the 714, it's getting its prime and popularity. People are creating these small communities and renaming it 714 method. They're charging people, you pay to go there. And then after, you know what's funny about you guys? What's funny about you guys is that when you get scammed, you entertain the conversation. I have the 714 method, I'll give it to you for 500 Rand. But once you see that it's a scam, you know the real account to report to. Why he always does that? You're gonna get contacted by a fake account, you follow in, you flow with the conversation, but when it's time for you to pay, Now you know the real account to report to. Now you come to me and say, hey, Masha, there's someone here who's trying to scam me, and then you send me the conversation. What am I supposed to do with that? Because you know, as I always say, I will never inbox you. I don't do investments. I don't take people's money, even after you're here and after we left. I'm not going to inbox you and tell you and say, we have a 500 rand special. You put 500 rand, I'll give you 20,000. I don't do that. I'm only promoting DIY, do it yourself. The only reason why my reputation is so clean is because I don't do any fraudulent stuff. I don't do dishonest business. You see, such as the people who come on my live and TikTok and say, 714 method doesn't work. Hey, this guy is a scammer. And I'm like, where's the proof? Then they have nothing to show. I'm always live at night, but nobody ever comes to say, this guy scammed me, here's proof. You know? So it's happening consistently, as I say. That is how I wish for you to do. And also, I know some of you have friends that are richer or who have money that couldn't be here. So you're going to go to them. You're like, hey, bro, I learned the 714 method. I know how to do it. Just fund me. I will trade. And then we're going to share profits. Don't do that because it's going to deteriorate your reputation and it's going to ruin whatever you're trying to build. It's going to impact your career negatively. Because by the time you really understand it, you would have already scammed a lot of people. That is scamming on a low level. Because now you're going to take people's money up to trade it, you lose focus, you lose the capital, and then now they keep chasing you. So now what do you lose? Freedom. The financial freedom of which you are trying to achieve. So you shouldn't do that. Just mind your own business and you do your own thing. If you are working, you work, you get your salary. Maybe in your salary, you put 100% of your salary into your trading account. Just kidding. Maybe you put, you can decide. Maybe you can put even 2,000. I think 2,000 is a fair budget. It's a fair budget. But if you have money, you can put more. But for a random person, 2,000, well, in Hola Malinda, 20,000, 25. Oh, I didn't know Hola Mali. Okay, but let's say maybe you put 20% of your salary. Okay, or maybe 10% wasesontweni. I would I would tattoo 20% and deposit it into your trading account. And then with that amount, you divide it into two. You don't fund it all at once. So it's just going to be funding in portions. Even 300 rand. Last time I was here in Richards Bay, we were going around with my team putting posters and I was trading. I funded an account with 10,000 rands and then I was like barcoding. And then I uploaded that account. I was like, okay, it's out. And then I have to wait. And later when I went to my platform, MT5, I had like 600 rand remaining in that account, right? All this time I'm there in the car, I'm like, not a loss, you know. So I'm continuing to trade, but I didn't give up. I continued to trade and trade that capital. By the time we left here, that account was already on 30,000 from 600. You see? So you don't need a lot of money. We are here because we need money. So you shouldn't come with a lot of money and have that impression which you need a lot of money. And there's these evaluation accounts and funded accounts which you'll buy maybe for 1,000, you're buying 100,000 account. I don't think that thing it's realistic. It's happening. I know some of it is legit. I know even those who are legit. But for me, I have this understanding that if I can take 500 rands to 30,000 personally, why do I need to buy a demo account to trade and be able to win? Unless it's a free competition, unless it's a free demo competition, then you can do it. But to buy an account with the excitement that you are buying a bigger account, I don't think it's reasonable. Doesn't make sense. You see? So whatever amount that you have to trade, it's not small. Just find that amount, take it bit by bit. Don't be greedy. Don't see Masha going all in. Because for me, even if I blow 10,000, I feel nothing. I just drink beer. Okay, so now when it comes to my social page, what is that thing? On my TikTok, I wish they could show it, but they didn't arrange. So when it comes to my social page, that's my real account, 714 method, at 714 method _ official page. If you check inside, you will see that's at. So mostly they just change that thing. They put the ads maybe method 714, but so you guys, you don't pay attention. You'd be like, oh, hey, Masha misses me today. He just inboxed me. Only to find it's those guys. You see? So when you go to TikTok, this is, I think right now I have about 34,000 followers. Because even TikTok, I don't understand how it works. They've like banned two of my accounts, of which I've been growing. The first one was on 50,000. The second one was on 100,000. And right now I'm growing this one. It's already on 34,000. But they've already flagged my account. For some of you who've joined my lives, you'll see there was a session whereby I was trading live. We were trading CPI and all that. That's why they blocked my account. So it's more like they're trying to prevent this information to reach to the other side. So in as much, it's very demotivating. That's why you should check out my YouTube. I think I'll do more videos now on YouTube because that's where most people, that's why they don't have any restrictions. You can post as much content as you want, as much lessons as you want. That's my number. This is my one and only number. Even my team, when they contact you, they use that number. There's no one who's going to inbox you and say, I'm working with the 714 method team. We're just checking up on you. We have this special, we have this. That is the only number that will ever contact you if we are talking on 714 method. You have it all right? Or if you can't take it, it's in the water you're drinking. Haha, see what I did there? So please make sure that you do take that number and then you WhatsApp the number and say you are in Richards Bay so that Lwazi can add you in the group. Because it makes it easier for me to be able to keep track on people from Richards Bay and other locations as well. So for the next session, I know you're still there. Even when I want to make a follow-up specifically on Richards Bay, it's easy for me to just send the Telegram link and then we will start working, or the Zoom link. So it works. So if you do not have that number, please save it right now. And then you just say, hi, I'm in Richards Bay. Lwazi will add you in the group as we are here. So my YouTube channel, it's 714 Method official page, 714 Method official page. Because even on YouTube, there's so many people who are recreating the 714 Method. Now they're the bosses of it. They're acting like they know it. But you know, the fact is, the information that I've shared out there is not even close to what the book is, like the full understanding. Because I was like, if I can write everything I know in just one book, that will cause a loophole. Most people are going to have the information, and more people are going to end up being confused and not really getting what they should be getting. So as a result, I had to change my approach, just put a little bit of information in the book, of which you'll get a feeling in the mentorship. That was my goal. So basically, if you just can have the book and not the mentorship, you'll see someone saying, mentorship is 714 is CAC, it doesn't work, it doesn't do this and all that. So we're trying to prevent that. Where are the t-shirts? Why do you guys receive your t-shirts? Send you a scammer, man. Why are you scamming abanye? Yeah? Give them the t-shirts. How? Yeah. Why are you keeping them? Right. So that is my number. And understand this. This is my company name. Foxy Group. Foxy, not Forex. That's my company name, Foxy Group. And then 714 Method is a product of Foxy Group. So I'm saying this so you don't get confused, like which is which. Today is Foxy Group, today is 714. 714 Method is a product of Foxy Group. That's how it works. So just the front row. Laba I move over late. Just the front row. I'm a VIP. So it's all right, lab. And if you drink, Lwazi, bafuna manzi lapha phambili. Bafuna manzi. Eh? I'm a sponsor now. I'm a sponsor and partners. Right? So over here we have our vision board, which is very important. Whenever you go to a place, you need to know who it is and what is it that is being done. So this is our vision. I know you are lazy to read. You're just like, oh, that's beautiful, nice. But you need to read this so you know who are we and what do we do. So the vision is to empower individuals globally by offering accessible Forex trading education, building an acknowledgeable community of traders who make informed financial decisions and achieve sustainable wealth. So we are not here to teach you to make money. And they're like, wow, make so much money, you make so much noise. Whether you scream or whether you go drink, you want to show everybody in your hood that you're making money, and then that's it. But we are looking for steady wealth. If I meet you next time, we pass by, you're good. I see you next time, you're still good. That is all I want. Steady. It shouldn't be like a fly by night. Today you're winning, the following day you're losing. It should be steady growth. Because over time, that's what is important. If you make a lot of money, you know that you've bought yourself even more time for you to continue to trade. We are score. I was going. Actually, say ANC, let's use Zola Langas. Let's score. How? Ouch. Okay, over here, our mission. A mission is how you do things. What do we seek to do? How are we going to do it? Or even ngabazama nangala as for it's medium, large, extra large. No, it's a small cut, so it will fit. Medium, I'm off cut now. All right, and then our mission is to provide comprehensive, practical forex trading education that equips individuals with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in the financial markets. We are dedicated to fostering and supporting community where traders can learn, grow, and share experiences by promoting transparency, continuous learning, and responsible trading practices. We aim to help our members achieve financial independence and go a long-term success. So basically, if you check our vision and our mission, it's all based on long-term success. That is what we want for you to achieve. You build your double-story house, you build your swimming pool whatsoever, and then you're able to maintain that, right? Because if you're gonna check, most people, they want these big things. You can have a big house, you can have a big car. For me, I have like 3 cars. If both of my 3 cars were to break down today, can I be able to have them fixed by Saturday? Yes. If all of my lighthouse bulbs were to be burnt out right now, can I be able to buy all of them? Yes. I think just the fence alone has about 15 bulbs. So if they burn out, can I be able to change them? That is sustainability. That's why you check. You see? So understanding those things, it's what's going to help you to know not to squander money. I'm not saying don't drink. Drink, but only Black Label. Samsung. It's cheap. What you want to see is where will the market go?
Welcome to the world of the 714 method,
Go
where
up,
fortunes are made in the blink of an eye.
or will it go down? You need to build the consistency, the habits. So if you fear losing money, then you have a big problem. I don't make money when you lose. You will not make money when I lose. And you will not make money when anybody loses as well.
Many famous traders have risen from nothing.
Luckily, esikoleni anyanga because imali yayingekho vele.
Proving that with passion and perseverance, you can too. But it's not just about quick wins, it's also about risk.
And money has nothing to do with your emotions.
Forex, or foreign exchange, is the largest financial market in the world, with trillions traded daily.